I started in 2005, so coming up to 15 years. It's actually been quite a journey. My specialisation in the firm is restructuring, advisory and insolvency. Generally what that means in the advisory space, we do pre-lending reviews for financiers, we do investigating accountants reports for financiers, working capital reviews, financial and operational reviews. Generally I work with big and small corporate clients and they're experiencing financial distress. The type of things that they're going through, they have declining margins, declining profitability, experiencing trading losses over a period of time. They have declining sales, maybe they have a build-up of some stock, or they have an inability to sell assets. So there's a wide variety of issues that they're facing. Look, sometimes when our clients are in financial distress, it can be difficult, but we work with them to identify the problems that they're facing and the issues facing their business, and we work through a framework to implement effective solutions, hopefully to return them to financial health. Look, there's been a lot of changes in the insolvency industry, over the last 10 years, but probably the main one, there has been a lot of increase in regulation. Probably the other one is when the safe harbour legislation came in, and effectively that just allows people flexibility to be able to restructure their businesses, I guess, informally, without going through the pain and heartache of having to be formally appointed a liquidator or a voluntary administrator. The reason why I still love insolvency and restructuring work is just the variety of work that you get to do. Different companies, different industries, different issues, albeit you see a lot of the same issues over time. And being able to do something different every day is fantastic. I did a mine last year, I've done retail the year before, I've done expert reports for banks, I've done a lot of different things, and generally, you never know what's going to happen in the next year. We actually do a lot now with the advisory work that we do, where there are some great outcomes that we get for clients that can't really tell people about because it's generally quite confidential. There was a small business down in Mittagong where we were able to turn it around and they continue to trade today, and all the employees kept their jobs. We got a great outcome for a lot of investors in the legal managed investment schemes a few years ago. There's a lot of those type of jobs that are pretty rewarding, and you feel pretty good about yourself that you've actually managed to, I guess, assist people when they're pretty distressed, given the circumstances, to get a pretty good outcome for them. When you do an insolvency matter, it's always emotional for all the stakeholders. Generally, people have a lot of angst and they're generally, there's not a lot of trust and they're pretty upset with what's gone on. So being able to, I guess, just calm everything down and work through a process that people understand that you're fair, balanced, independent, I guess, and honest really does help, I guess, help people through the process and, I guess, come to terms with what's happened, and hopefully on the back end of that we can actually get good outcomes for them.